Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. So we've all heard about it, Tyler and Derek Dixon, Tyler Perry, Derek Dixon. And I want to say this. Those folk always, in my opinion, be on the come up. Oh yes, always on the come up. And been reading about this, and it was saying like from the beginning, I checked because I wanted to see what was his resume, Derek Dixon, and he's done maybe a couple of plays prior to this. To acting on the oval. That's what my research. That's what I found. My findings. And then I was reading how, from the beginning, he was saying, I guess it was a little flirtatious, what have you. So you're trying to say allegedly, you felt this energy and it was not reciprocal, but yet and still you proceeded on. Why? Because you want to get something from it. Maybe you were going to do a little tease and all of that. You wanted to get something from it. This right here, people put themselves in a position for advantage. And you may think, I saw what Tyler was saying, old friend, and all of that. You may have thought that. It wouldn't surprise me knowing people how they already thought it, thinking, hey, kind of keep it going because this could be the backup plan, where we are now. Who has not heard about some of the things people allege that happen in Hollywood is so prevalent? Some people now call it Holly weird. But yeah, but it's like, okay, so there are apparently some red flags, according to him, flirtation and all that. So you had an inkling that maybe someone liked you, that maybe possibly that Tyler liked you, but yet you kept going forward, wanting a career. That's what I pick up. He even had a show, something he produced that he wanted rather produced called Losing It. Then I read a report that Tyler bought the show from him. So wait. You were getting paid on you were in like 85 or 86 episodes in the Oval. So you were getting paid from the Oval. And then you sold what? You sold allegedly a show that you wrote called Losing It, and it just didn't come to pass. It didn't materialize. So basically, it sounds like to me, Tyler was your cash cow. And it's been circling on the internet that this guy was getting like, some say 600,000 up to $1 million per season. Huh. Is that right? But before that, you hadn't had a movie role. All I found were plays, how he was in some plays. So you must have latched on to the golden goose. Looking for opportunity. Again, 600,000 to $1 million, if that's true, per season. And I've heard, I guess he's written some other shows. Let me guess. Just like the show Losing It, you sold it, let to Tyler Perry. That didn't materialize. Neither did the other ones. So your dream didn't come true. So is that when I'm asking for a friend that you reach back into your bag of tricks? People say, oh, well, maybe that happened. And there are some interesting texts. Some of them, like, that's not a smoking gun. Then I think there are two that I've heard about that might be a little, maybe something was going on there. But a part about you being growth, did you tell anyone else on the set or keep it to yourself? Did you go and report it to the authorities just asking for a friend? They're always on the come up. And that's why it blows my mind when people that look like me, we're about our business, folks want to look at you like you crazy. Always on the come up. Now, so keep in mind, from what my research is that did some plays, check this out. So if he was paid $600,000 to $1 million a season. If that is true, I think he was playing the long game. Maybe just keep him on. Why didn't you just block Tyler? If I don't want to be bothered with somebody, I'll block you, or I'll put your name in as nut. Don't answer this fool. Cuckoo clock. Fool on fire. Fool on the phone. So when that person calls me, that's what what'll show up. Fool on the phone. But I get it. I think you were playing this game to get what you want. So people want to act like there's one good person with a halo and one bad person. Yeah, I think the hell not. I just I think not. So check this out one more time. He doesn't have the. Here's look. Monique, and we know she's a great actress and comedian. She was paid $50,000 to do a whole movie called Precious. Allows it $50,000 to do Precious. Look on the screen. And the film earned $63 million on a $10 million budget. So it earned over 6 times what the budget was. But Monique only got a lousy $50,000. What you want to bet? Somebody probably got paid more than Monique. She got a lousy, yes, I said lousy. No wonder. And then you want somebody to sit up here, a $50,000 check for Precious, and it earned $63 million. Did she get her money on the back end? I haven't heard about that ever happening. And then you want somebody to sit up here, and come promote this film, hop on a plane out of your own pocket. Are you paying? Lost your mind. Come promote the film, hop on a plane and get all glammed up, get a glam team and get a hotel and food and get. Really? So when we talk about what we're worth, that's a problem. How the hell does she get paid $50,000 for a movie that made $63 million? Do you really think this boy, this man, Derek Dixon, you think his little role, which, I haven't watched that show, that's on my list, but I like to start from the beginning. Do you really think that man, that he just really made the show? I've seen a little bit of it. I can say, oh, that's him. Do you think he really made the show? Wow, he really brought the audience in. It's not like he's Ellis, that guy that plays Zatima, and Renee Hazlett. Those two, and I watched the show Zatima. They bring the audience in. So you really think his little part, Dixon, he might have had a few fans, but it wasn't like, oh, he's gonna be the moneymaker. Your role wasn't that big, from what I can see, and I've seen a little bit of it. So if he was getting $600,000 up to $1 million a season, you already had your golden goose. Am I saying that the person should be harassed? Oh, hell to the no. But let's not try to play victim. People put themselves in a position. Put themselves in a position and to hold information. They will hold information on you. I learned that from dating a rich man. We got a problem right now over here with me. So just like that's how he was being around him, I learned. He didn't know I'm listening, and I learned the same thing about him. Let me just hold on to my just the least little thing. In case something comes up, somebody want to start tripping and saying, "Oh, they gave you this and they gave you that, and they might want it back." You just never know. And a lot of times, it's not about the money. It could be their ratchet reject daughter that no man wants. So then she looks out. She gets kicked out by her man, because I see you obviously watching the show. She gets kicked out by her man with her bad butch body looking self. Okay. Might be time to go for cleaning. Miss Millionaire Lady, I know you kicked out by your man. So then because that didn't work out, somebody has a breakup, you want to go ahead and talk about some jewelry somebody was given. Girl, why are you worried about? Do you want the ring? I still have it. The one he dated before me was a doctor. I bet her ring was bigger than mine. I picked the ring out. I didn't want the one from Tiffany's that looked like a wedding ring. I did not want the one from Tiffany's that he picked out because that was spelled wedding ring. Uh. So here, so I'm like, what? See, girl, do you want the ring? He bought it for me. I still have it. That's why I learned to keep information. People send you like little cards and stuff just in case. Oh, I'm gonna throw it away. No, I'm gonna go ahead and hold on to it just in case you try to come with something later. And I know it's her. Why are you worried about it? It's not my fault you stayed shacked up with a man for so many years who didn't want you and he never got you a ring. It's not my fault, baby. It's sorry, Becky Boo. It's not my fault. We have a matter now, and I know all about the trust. And let's just I have some information. So we'll be waiting to see what happens. People put themselves in a position. Why do you think some people don't want to be around people that have a lot of trouble because they know that's going to be a position of trouble, going to be a problem. But those folk, they know how to put themselves in a position advantageous. Monique got $50,000 for a whole darn movie that made $63 million. Hold on, look at this right here. Gabrielle Sidibe, she said she was only paid $30,000. Boy, I tell you, as they say, them folk, the non-melanated boy, they can always find a come up among us. So he really got him a hell of an opportunity. Let me guess, is that why? That's why I'm like, this right here. You sure did hang around for that a long time. So you were in 86 episodes. So you must have been around that for more than 3 weeks, huh? There was some going back and forth. I want to see the text where you said, Tyler, this is bothering me. Please stop texting me. Let's stick to business. I want to see that text message. I want to see the one where Tyler texts you and realize he's blocked. That happened to me one time. I had given somebody some money and the person was supposed to pay me back. And I was going to call them inside, text and say, hey, don't pay me back. But this stock right here making some money. Instead of paying me back, go ahead and just, don't pay me back. Keep the money and put it in the stock. Man, I text the person. I got a thing back that said it was undeliverable because I've been blocked. Block status is active. So you don't have Monique. So Monique paid $50,000 for a movie Precious that earned $63 million. Gabbard, Gabbard, Gabby Sibbity, Gabourey Sidibe, she made 30,000. Oh, and let's scroll down. Let's scroll down. It says Monique reveals she was only paid 50K for her Oscar-winning performance in Precious. Gabourey says in her book she earned about $30,000 from Precious, and it went fast. Girl, of course, $30,000. By the time Oscar season came around, she was walking alongside the world's most famous actors and actresses on red carpets while she had zero money in the bank. The film was a box office success, earning over $63 million on a $10 million budget. Lee Daniels, you really be paying, don't you, bruh? And I'm being facetious. The talent with these two ladies is there. She was paid 30,000. So you got two talented black women actresses, not even 100 for $80,000, and the film made $63 million. So I wonder if the cameraman made more than they did. I wonder if the cameraman made more than what they did. They might be making the same as the hair and makeup lady. Wardrobe. A movie that made $63 million. Gabourey, Gabourey Sidibe 30,000. Monique with her talent and experience, she been on the Parkers, and even that right there, the money they were promised not also getting. Do you? But those folk can come along. How the heck 600,000 to $1 million a season? That's what I saw on the internet. Wow, is that right? It sounds like a JBW moment. Maybe I need to work out with our TPS. But are you really serious? Those folks can always show up and make some money. Unbelievable. But yeah, this is where we are. This is where we are. They made that kind of money. Unbelievable. And now, I'm willing to bet you it'll be a settlement. I'm willing to bet you it will be a settlement. And he'll get paid again. Quite handsomely, I'm sure. I'm referring to Dixon, Derek Dixon. Again, I was checking on him. I just found some plays. So what do y'all think about this? A movie that made $63 million, and they get 30,000 and 50,000. Gabourey and Monique, respectively. Again, some people put themselves in positions, get what they can get. That's my opinion. Not accusing someone, but speaking in general from what I've observed. Get what they can get. Hold information for later. And then when the time is come, what the boy said, I'm going to save this for later. Then they use it. Pull it out. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? So let me know what you think. If that is true, that Derek Dixon 600,000 to $1 million a season, if that is true, and I saw where he said he lost what? I guess, well, he left the Oval, and that caused him to lose $400,000. And here these two black women starring in a movie, which was, ugh, but still, them on the big screen, the movie made $63 million. And they combined, they didn't even make $100,000. speaks volumes to me. Anyway, let me know what you all think. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share.